Hi everyone, my name is Vuvu and this is Vuvu Vena Reads. Thank you so very much for tuning in, and if you are new to my channel, please consider pressing the red subscription box below to subscribe to this channel and the bell next to it to stay abreast of what happens on this platform. So today I'm bringing you my second ever author spotlight on this platform. Today I want us to talk about the beautiful, the talented, the phenomenal Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. She is magic, guys. Honestly, I feel like people who can tell stories to this extent, as beautifully, as crisp, as pointed towards a direction that they intended as she can, that can still be so emotive, so thought-provoking, so detailed, so fresh, and so authentic, is something so very magical. So of Ngozi Chimamanda, well, I always say Ngozi first and I don't know why. Of Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie's books, I've read, I want to say 4. So I've read Americana, Half of a Yellow Sun, I've read, what's the other one? I've read Americana, Half of a Yellow Sun, I have read Purple Hibiscus, and obviously the TED talk that she gave and transformed into a book about feminism. We should all be feminists. So I've read those 4. I've got the 5th one. All of these are in ebook format, so that's why I haven't shown you anything over here. I'll show the grab of my ebook library with her books over here rather. And the 5th one is That Thing Around Your Neck, which is a collection of short stories which I intend to read this year. So that's the only book of hers that I know of that I haven't read. So if you guys know of a 6th one or something else that I'm missing that I haven't read by her, that is actually a book that is published, please do notify me down below in the comment section. But those are the books of hers that I own, and I have only read 4 of the 5 books that I own. So Nigerianborn, Chimamanda Ngozi really delves into stories that have to do with her home country or characters from her home country. In Americana, she explores a Nigerian woman who studies in America and has to then go back home, and that perception of her in America where she cannot fit in, and back in Nigeria where she doesn't fit in just because she's now an Americana, somebody who's lived in America before and is therefore better than those who didn't move from the country. And in Half of a Yellow Sun, she explores the Nigerian Biafran War, and the characters in there basically deal with class as well as how war brings out the best and the worst in us. And it talks a lot about the various traditions and the various classes of families in Nigeria. And then Purple Hibiscus also explains a family unit that has to do with abusive relationships as well as religion in Nigeria. So all of these things are based in and around Nigeria. So the perceptions and anything else that happens around that are about Nigerians. And like I've mentioned already, if you guys know the Beyonce song where I think it's Girls We Run the World, I think that's the song. But anyway, she takes a clip from Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie's TED talk, We Should All Be Feminists, to start off that song. And we all know how powerful that song has been for the feminism movement, and as well as the power in that speech. I'd recommend that if you have not read that book, even if you get yourself the ebook copy, it's not a long book at all because it's a speech, you would want to engage with that. Or if you don't want to read the book, I'm sure the speech is up on the TED Talk channel on YouTube, so do look out for that. So those are the 4 books that I've read, and like I'm saying, they're based around Nigeria. And I think it's important in terms of issues around representation for authors to talk to issues surrounding their countries of origin, to shed a greater light as somebody who's lived in that atmosphere to the rest of the world, because that's where books travel to all over the world, as well as to allow for the people that live in those worlds that are being written about to introspect, to hold a mirror up to them to say, this is who you are, this is who you've been, or this is why you are. And I think she does that impeccably well. She is of high talent. She was in South Africa last year. I didn't get to meet her, unfortunately, because I thought that she would be at the Abantu Book Festival on the Saturday, but she went there on the Friday. So it was my misunderstanding, and obviously I couldn't meet her because I had to be at work. I have to feed my kids. This is my life. But anyway, I really missed that opportunity, but I do believe deep down inside that another one will present itself one day, somehow, somewhere. And I thought that I would just bring her up on this channel as one of the women that I have enjoyed, female authors that I have enjoyed in my bookshelf, and I've truly taken a few nuggets from her work. So that's all I've got for you guys for this specific author spotlight, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. These will be frequent on my channel, where I bring up certain authors for various reasons as to why I love them. Specifically in Chimamanda's case, the love is because she holds true to her feminism convictions, and her portrayal of women in society is quite crisp, it's quite clear, and the message is that they definitely do not have to stay in situations that are not conducive to their mental health. And that mental health, I think, I'm just broadening it obviously, but I think she's trying to point out that life will never always be or play out the way that we wish it would, but when it does play out, that we need to be present and we need to not play the victim. But every single book of hers has got this kind of juxtaposition between two women from similar or the same circumstances and how they've chosen to live out their life. And it's almost as though she's not saying this one's right, this one's wrong, but she's allowing you to see how their different choices then shape the lives that come out of those choices. And I think that's a powerful narrative to hold in all of these different books and under different banners and themes. It's been a very beautiful journey finding these women in her pages. And with that said, thank you so very much for watching, you guys. I really appreciate you stopping by, and until next time, I love you very much. Bye now.